Yo, what's up, YouTube? I'm not always right, but when I am, I like to rub it in. Oh, I'm just playing. Y'all. Man, yo, man, Badou Jack gets the decision. Yeah, what he gets? Unanimous decision? No, he got a split decision. I don't know how that was a split decision, man. Vegas, this is another fight in Vegas. Vegas wasn't on their game, man. They weren't on their game. You got the split decision with the George Groves versus Badou Jack. The right man won. But then you had the Rocky Martinez fight. Lord, man, you had and then I think the Vans Moderation fight was the versus Ishe. That was a split decision too. To me, Ishe won. I wanted Ishe to win, but anyway, Badou Jack, George Groves. Like I said in the prediction video, man. Badou Jack got knocked out by a straight right hand. And George Groves, he wasn't going to throw any straight rights. He was going to throw some hooks. He tried to throw some straight rights, but Badou Jack caught those. All he did is use that high guard, and then he started ripping shots to the body. He goes by the Ripper, Jack the Ripper. Anyway, but it's funny. Carl Frock, he he was hoping for for his countryman, George Groves to win. He wished him the best. That was sweet of him. That was sweet of him to do that, to wish him the best. But like he said not too long ago, I think he was commentating on Box Nation and stuff like that about a fight. George Groves had, George Groves he's Cobra. And then you know what? It's a mental thing too, because one of the color commentators also mentioned that, George Groves sort of felt as if this fight wasn't like a big fight. Like it wasn't a major fight, even though he was fighting for someone's belt, a WBC belt, the green belt at that. It was sort of a little bit of a letdown because of his experience with like the 80,000 at Wilmington, him being at Vegas, MGM Grand, Las Vegas, Nevada, uh, a venue Carl Frock was hoping to book someday in his career, wasn't able to. George Groves had the opportunity to do it on a pay-per-view undercard, Mayweather's last fight, and he himself didn't think that was big. That wasn't major enough for George Groves. So I can see, George Groves, he's on the outskirts of this whole boxing thing. Does he have a chance to pick up a belt again? I don't think so. I think people's got him figured out. He likes to keep his hands low. He likes to throw a lot of hooks. He fades late in the fights. Badou Jack just rep punches to the body, and that was it, man. He starts fast and fades very early. After the six, George Groves, he was pretty much done, man. Those punches, even the punches he landed, didn't have an effect on Badou Jack. And George Groves, I was kind of hoping that he did, had some success after beating James DeGale, because I'm a fan of James DeGale, and the fact that James DeGale lost to George Groves, I was like, oh, okay, maybe George Groves has a little bit of shine or something like that. The loss won't look so bad. But now, in hindsight, hindsight's 2020. I'm looking at it now. I'm thinking George, that was kind of a bad loss in James DeGale's career. And I think James DeGale lost that fight because of his he wasn't popular. His he was running his mouth off too much. And I think it was just an opportunity for people to in their own way, put him in his place. To take him down a peg. It's like, hey, you still got a ways to go. You're not British. Royalty yet. You know what I'm saying? You're not the. You're not a boy yet. So, but anyway, I think that all changed when James DeGale beat Andre Jarrell and brought back a belt. And he's kept quiet. Stuck to his business. I think he fought like the tougher opponents. Especially on the European level up in Europe. I think he had the European belt for a while. He had he had the EBU super middleweight belt for a while. He had the WBC belt for a while. Like the silver belt, whatever that counts for. And then he beat Pierre Ban and Brandon Gonzalez 2014. And then he's got a belt this year, beating Andre Jarrell. Excuse me, did I say Anthony Jarrell first time? Andre Jarrell, the Matrix. He beat him. But as far as George Groves, I think he lost a lot of. I think he's lost a lot of a shine in the UK, man. Especially with all that smack talking he did with Carl Froch, and then he lost twice in a row. Then he had like two questionable wins, even though he beat this last guy, Dennis Douglas. Who's this guy? Yeah, the Mama's Boy by KO. We can sort of just say that this split decision loss to Badou Jack is a major setback, man. I don't know what the hell he's gonna do. What he's gonna do? Yeah, I don't see anybody else he can fight. I mean, he's ranked number 9 now, but he can't beat Andre Ward. Arthur Abraham, he goes to Germany. He might take a chance on getting cheated there. Does Arthur Abraham have a belt? Yeah, Then you got Felix Sturm. You got a lot of these other guys, man. Martin Murray, Callum Smith. Callum Smith. This was gonna get him back in the game. Fighting Callum Smith and Rocky Fielding. These guys are hot, man. Callum Smith and Rocky Fielding, they're hot in the UK. If he can beat one of these young bucks, man, if he can beat those two young bucks, I think that can catapult him in one of these sanctioning bodies, to fight one of these champions, But let me know what you think, man. I don't know what to say about George Groves. I'm not I like his fighting style and everything, but I don't know what the hell he's gonna do now, man. But if any one of you guys in the UK, what's gonna happen next with his career, because from what my understanding is he doesn't have any promoter or anything, and I think he's just on the outskirts. I think he's like a valued opponent now. I think he's almost like a couple fights away from being a stepping stone guy, because he's still young. He's still young, and he's dangerous, and a win over him will mean something. But I'll catch you later. All right, bye.